Welcome to the Power of Self-Evolution. My name is Karen Lovely, and today's episode, I'm going to talk about why success doesn't guarantee fulfillment. Have you ever achieved something you worked incredibly hard for and still felt like something was missing? This experience is actually more common than most people realize, and it's basically the story of my life. It was all about achieving so that I could feel worthy, feel validated, feel noticed by my mother and father, mostly my mom. So it's my own personal experience. And it was definitely achievement was my first drug of choice. Um, so I know this all too well. Now, I just want to clarify that this isn't about being ungrateful or depressed. It's about the complexity of understanding what it means to be human. This is what set me free. This is what transformed my life is understanding our psychology and neurology. And so it was really a combination of things, and it was quite a journey to get all the answers. And believe it or not, the psychological experts didn't have the answers. It was when the neurological part uh, was introduced that it absolutely made sense and transformed my entire life and my entire world, especially my sense of self and my relationship to myself, which then in turn affected every relationship to everyone and everything. So, point one, we are taught that achievement equals happiness. Yes, that was definitely something I believe to be true starting at a very early age, actually around 6 years old. And so this was my mantra. Um, but society teaches us achieve more, feel better. We chase milestones, believing the next achievement will finally create lasting fulfillment. Achievement absolutely matters, but it doesn't automatically create inner peace, meaning, or self connection. Point two, success solves certain problems, not all problems. Success can provide opportunities, experiences, security, and perceived freedom. There's no such thing as freedom, really, because with greater success comes greater responsibilities. But it does have a really nice illusion of freedom to do what we want, when we want, how we want. Yes, just because there's more money and more opportunities, but it is definitely not self freedom or internal freedom. But the success cannot automatically provide, and it doesn't, a strong sense of self, self worth, meaning, inner fulfillment, emotional peace, and self understanding. Point three, why something is missing happens. Many high achievers become externally successful while remaining internally disconnected from themselves. Again, so true. So true. God, it's a story of my life, for God's sakes. All right. We become very skilled at doing, accomplishing, and producing, but we may spend very little time understanding who we are, what genuinely matters to us, what creates meaning for us, what our inner world actually needs. Point four, the next level may be an inner evolution. Perhaps the next level isn't necessarily doing more. Perhaps it's understanding yourself more deeply. Perhaps it's strengthening your relationship with yourself. Perhaps it's becoming more conscious and intentional about how you think, feel, and live. I'm going to leave you with this closing reflection. Success and self-evolution are not opposites. The goal isn't to stop achieving. The invitation is to evolve internally while continuing to create externally. I want to leave you with this question. What if the greatest achievement isn't simply building a successful life, but building a life that feels deeply aligned and meaningful to you? Thank you for listening, and I will pick it up from here. This is Karen Lovely, and here's to your powerful self-evolution.